The tribal council gathered. No proof was found. No intruder was seen. The mansion was heavily guarded. The elders raised their hands. The girl must be stoned. Hor was tied to a tree in an open field. Kazum was ordered to throw the first stone. His hands shook. He dropped the stone at her feet. Others began throwing. Hor whispered the final prayer. Then silence. The elders declared her dead. But Kazum had lied. That night, he secretly carried her to a hospital. She was alive. The sister's revenge. Hor's younger sister Noor never believed her sister was guilty. She married Rihan, the mentally unstable cousin, by force of the elders. But Noor was not weak. She watched him, listened, pretended, and slowly discovered the truth. Rihan had pretended madness. He had murdered Hor's parents. He had raped Hor, and he had used drugs to poison his uncle. Noor fed him medicine mixed with a truth serum. When police arrived, Rihan confessed everything. Justice at last. The entire clan watched in shock as Rihan was arrested. Hor returned home alive. Kazum stood before the elders. Our society punishes women and protects criminals. That ends today. The old chief lowered his head. You will be our next leader. Kazum refused. Give this honor to the men who stood for justice, not silence. Hor smiled. Her dignity was restored. Noor held her sister's hand. And for the first time, the mansion stood for truth, not fear. Moral. In a world ruled by false honor, courage becomes rebellion, and justice becomes revolution. The mansion was no longer silent. But peace had not returned. Even after Rihan's arrest, fear still lived inside its walls. Hor stayed in the city apartment with Kazum. The doctors said she was healing physically, but the wounds inside her heart would take much longer. Noor visited her every day. One evening, Noor arrived with worry in her eyes. Kazum Bhai, something is wrong. Kazum looked up. The elders are planning another council. They say Rihan was only a pawn. Hor's hands tightened around her teacup. A pawn for whom? Noor swallowed. For Daji. Kazum froze. The chief. They say Rihan confessed only because he was drugged. They want to reopen the case and declare him mentally unfit, which means no punishment. Silence filled the room. Then Kazum stood. They will not bury the truth again. The hidden evidence. That night, Noor returned secretly to the old mansion. She searched Rihan's room again. Behind a loose stone in the wall, she found a small metal box. Inside were a phone with deleted videos, medical receipts for poison injections, a diary written in Rihan's handwriting. The diary revealed everything. Daji had ordered Rihan to fake madness. Daji had planned Ali Shah's murder. And when Hor became pregnant, Daji decided to erase her forever. Noor's hands shook. She was no longer fighting one monster. She was fighting the system. The trial of power. Kazum gathered evidence. This time, he didn't go to the tribal elders. He went to the court. The entire district watched the case. The chief of the tribe stood accused. Daji denied everything, but the videos played. The diary was read, the injections were proven, and Rihan testified. The judge's voice echoed, honor is not above law. No man is above justice. Daji was sentenced to life imprisonment. A new dawn. Months later, the mansion doors opened again. Not for fear, but for change. Kazum became the new tribal leader. His first law, no woman will ever be punished for a man's crime again. Hor opened a school for village girls. Noor studied law. The mansion that once echoed with screams now echoed with laughter. And the tree where Hor was once tied. It was cut down. In its place, they built a library.